All right, Pickle, you ready for the game? No? This is my second or third take doing this. This is Queen versus Zealot. We had the cat keep running on the desk and messing up my intro. This is going to be a ZVZ. Zealot here in the bottom left has been a complete beast on ladder, oftentimes top 5, top 10. I would expect to see this guy in ASL this upcoming year as he's been in incredible shape. Queen, for about a year and a half to 2 years, the best Zerg in modern StarCraft. So, very exciting to have these two guys here. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, turn the bell notification off, or on, not off, on, as that will help me get these videos out there. So, this is one of the rare cases where both Zergs are going to send their overlords at each other right away. A lot of times there's a general consensus that one direction is better to scout than the other. But when you see both players scouting in opposite ways, I feel like this should be different builds, right? They can't both philosophically just have completely different takes on where to send those overlords. But let's see. Let's find out what happens. For the time being, it looks like it's going to be droning on both sides. Nothing crazy, no quick pulls just yet. A drone sent out to make a hatchery. Oh, hold on. He spots the overlord and sends it back. A pool starts instead. Interesting. So, I guess the fact that you just see them immediately tells you, well, this is just going to be way too risky to do anything else than that. This is one of the really fun situations you can get into in a mirror matchup, especially in ZVZ because you can scout each other like this and see exactly what each other are doing. I can't wait to see what the deviation will be in each build, if there will be a deviation. Hatcheries are going to start at basically the same time here. Now, while they both have, for the most part, equal vision of each other, we should note there is a fundamental difference in the way their bases are positioned. The natural is very much exposed to attacks from the north, if you're Queen. Queen, his main is very easy to be hit. Whereas you can see here for Zealot, you're pretty much not going to get into this spot. And if with mutas, unless you are in such a winning spot that you know, you would never need to retreat. Both sides get 4 Zerglings. So truly a mirrored matchup right now. But the layer hasn't started here for Queen. It's going to be a layer for Zealot. Zergling speed coming down. Layer a little bit later here for Queen. The Zergling speed start. Okay, so the big difference in the builds right now is one player goes for layer tech faster. The other goes for stronger Zerglings earlier on with a delayed layer tech. Now, it should go without saying, but speed Zerglings always beat slow Zerglings. Yes, they do the same amount of damage, but the parries the speed Zerglings get make them so much stronger. And so, Zealot chases out the first 4 Lings with his higher numbers. Ling speed's done, but I don't see more Zerglings being made. It seems like what Queen wants to do is basically force out additional Lings over here while he drones up back at home. Interesting. The Spire's at about 100 HP, whereas Queen's lair, it's not done yet. You can see the extra drones over here, 4 over at the minerals. Nothing yet here for Zealot. But am I wrong? Can't Zealot just counterattack here? This Overlord's going to see there's nothing down here. Yeah. So what exactly is Zealot going to have here to defend? He's got a 4 drone lead. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Zerglings compared to the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Zerglings of Queen. So it seems like Queen should just barely hold while maintaining that lead. The gas, additional gas is being taken. It almost feels like Queen is kind of, with a couple little tricks in the build order, sidestepped economically everything that Zealot was trying to go for. He's going to come down now and try to hit. Now, I think Zealot actually technically has more. but he can't enter this position over here. Or I think Queen is just going to have too much of a good spot. The Lings are going to come down. We have the drones that have been pulled. You'd be amazed what the extra damage those drones will do in a fight. Keep in mind they have a little bit of range, too, so they can fire over Zerglings that are even behind. He's going to pull them again. Now in the background, there's a Spire that's been finished. But in this case, he's making Scourge. Zealot's going to come in here once more. The 3-drone wall is set up. Zealot decides to just focus down the hatchery to try to pull these units out as far as they can. All right, he comes in here and attacks again. There's a lot of Zerglings here for Zealot. This may be an overpowering amount. As you can see, those Lings just collapse on top of whatever Queen had. Drones being used at the ramp to try to buy time. Are there mutas hatching? There are, but this hatchery's so low. Scourge come out, ready to catch the muta. That was sick. Well done by Zealot. More Scourge come in. And as we zoom out here, we see it's just one muta, now 2 here. You know, mutas aren't terrible against Zerglings, but you're going to kill so many workers here. And the momentum has really been completely taken away here by Queen. Zealot now with his own 2 Mutalisks out. Down a hatchery. Am I wrong? I mean, I feel like Zealot just wins this game. He's got 4 Mutalisks total, plus 5, later on 6. He's going to have to play in this position where he's got 1 sunken colony back here. The mutas can't both be attacking and keep the main base safe. But, of course, this costs a little bit of time, right? Now, they're even on drones. That's very important. In fact, as the extractor started, Queen is technically ahead in drones. But, of course, long-term, having extra gas is going to be huge. In fact, Zealot's starting to make a few more drones here and there. But, effectively, if Queen can't do something fast, this is over. Sending Overlords out away from this position. How many mutas is it now? 6 compared to the 6. So hold the phone. But there's more Scourge here. It'll depend a lot on Scourge hits and how well you can micro mutas. Another Scourge. Not quite connecting. Who actually wins this? I think the Queen just barely wins this, but then 2 Scourge come in. If you can spread that out, oh my god. You know, Queen is basically better at sniping the Scourge. This is insane. Can he actually swing this? Pretty good control so far. It's 2 versus 1. Scourge is low. Oh my god, are you serious? Hold on. There's more coming down. More Scourge here to meet up. Okay, more Scourge come out. He goes ahead and ditches 1 Scourge on each of the other Scourge. Now, 2 mutas, I don't believe... Well, he's so good at flick shotting, he basically fires almost, like, from behind the Mutalisk. It's like the Mutalisk are dropping caltrops or something. Sorry, my hand slipped there. So, now the Lings come in, and there's no mutas here to defend. This is a really smart move by Queen. And, I mean, there's just nothing protecting these drones. A drone in a ZVZ is like what 4 drones are worth in a ZVP or a ZVT. Like, it's so important you don't lose any. Zealot's barely stabilizing. He's going to go for a dive here to see what he can find. Doesn't get a kill. Do we have any upgrades here at the Spire? No, I didn't think we would, but always worth checking. This is a really tight game. Now, the Extractor was never killed, whereas the hatchery here was destroyed. It's being remade now. But it's undeniable that, you know, with 2 Extractors here for Zealot, he's just going to be able to farm more gas. And really, gas is the premium resource here. But hold up. Queen decides to take an ambush over here. He takes out the drones that are mining gas, equalizing the situation. But is his control going to be good enough? He is somehow getting these shots so on these Scourge every time. He's now 5 versus 3 as far as the Mutalisk count goes. This is wild, man. Queen appears to just be, like, so much better at the control aspect of this. I almost can't compare it to anything else. It's almost like when you watch like some of the best Warcraft 3 pros where like they're just better at control. They can take fights like other players could never pull off, and it works. But hold on. Okay, he's going to continue to dive in here. He is going to get that Mutalisk lead, but only for a second. He does not get that last kill unless he gets a glaive bounce off a Scourge. Oh, my God. Okay, the injured Muta is still back here. 5 HP. He's now bringing Zerglings into the group. Keep in mind, glaives can bounce off them instead. This is a sick game. Okay, the extractor's done. He's going to go back and get gas. Keep in mind that on paper, Queen was in a worse position here. He's actually still down 5 drones, which is insane, too.
Are you fucking actually serious? Are you fucking actually serious? This lucky shit!
Our Condition, thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate it.
Just subscribed.
Welcome back. Looks like he wanted to come back through here and maybe try to hit the main, but the Overlord spread is going to be able to spot that. So you kind of take what you can get here. It could have been possible for a counterattack up here into the main. I mean, both players are extremely vulnerable. Queen's best defense has been a good offense so far. And, I mean, that was a great shutdown. Way less of a threat of Zerglings. It is 8 Mutas to 8 Mutas right now. Although I think we got to point out that Queen has just had better control. Like, it's been kind of crazy. Oh, I don't know. I think this might be better for Zealot now, especially with that Scourge connecting. 4 now to 6. Checking for upgrades here. Nobody's going for any upgrades yet. It's been too tight of a game. Queen may have fatigued a little bit on his control here, and that's going to be it. Oh, my God. That's insane. Just how well Queen's control was, where what was clearly a better position for Zealot became almost became a full recovery there. But again, you know, ZVZ Muta control, there's almost nothing you can really compare it to in any RTS game. It becomes so intense. Thank you so much for watching that cast of mine. I hope you enjoy this kind of content. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Go to tastelessthreads.com and get a shirt or a couple items. We got a 10% sale for Christmas, the Christmas season. Pickle has slept through that game. He was messing my intro up earlier. Anyways, have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in a future video. Bye-bye.